Actually, hang on, I got a better idea. Alright, that's better. This is a Clueboard 1800. It was first made as an April Fool's joke by Clueboard. He was only going to sell 8 of them. They were about $100, but there was so much demand that he made more of them. So, as a token of gratitude to the first 8 buyers, he threw in an extra laser cut acrylic switch plate, which wasn't included in the subsequent run of more keyboards that he produced. So this is kind of a collector's item, but also a meme and an April Fool's joke. This is a really funny, quirky keyboard. As you can see, there are memes silk screened all over the PCB, and a very unusual 4-unit spacebar is supported by this keyboard. More memes on the bottom side. As you can see here, I also added RGB LED underglow and a speaker with a 2.5 watt audio amplifier. That is for the speech engine that you heard at the beginning of the video. So there's some software running on this Teensy++ microcontroller project board which converts text to speech. And it's not working very well right now. That's kind of a project that I never finished, trying to tune this software and make it work better. But it's kind of fun to play around with, and if nothing else, it's fun just as a joke. So when I hit the function key plus left number pad enter, it will try to say whatever I typed. So that was testing mechanical keyboard. That was yeet yeet oof oof SMH. So as you can tell, the speech engine isn't working super well. Might be fun to try to get it working better later. But this is kind of a fun, quirky keyboard, and even though it was originally created as a joke, I think there's some really valid use case for this keyboard. For one thing, if you want to teach yourself to use left number pad, this is a great way to do it, because if you're in a crunch and you really need to get something done and you don't want to fumble around with the left number pad that you're not used to because the layout's different, you can use the right number pad. And when you're ready to practice and teach yourself left hand number pad, it's here for you, ready to go. So that's one thing you could use it for. Another thing you could use it for is you could just map these all to different macros for gaming or for I don't know, whatever it is people use macros for. You've got a lot of space here for them, and because this keyboard runs QMK, you can program these keys to do whatever you want. You also have an additional arrow cluster here. This might be useful for certain types of navigation, to navigate in a different mode or something. I don't know. Maybe you could use these as dedicated mouse keys, for example. So I think it's a, it was a joke keyboard, but it's also a fun project, and it's one of the first keyboards I ever built. I just never got around to taking a good typing test recording of it until now, and I think it was a fun project. It's actually the second keyboard I ever built, and it was a lot of work, I have to say, because one of the things about this kit is that it uses all through-hole components, and the PCB didn't come with any of them soldered. So you had to solder all the through-hole diodes and resistors in addition to soldering all the switches. So, you know, you want to talk about good soldering practice to someone new to building a keyboard. This ended up being a great little exercise for me in soldering skills. You can see here, it's a lot of switches, diodes, and other things to solder. And there's Picard with the face palm. On that note, I think I'll end this video, but hope you enjoyed it. This little blast from the past, April Fool's keyboard, and we'll see you next time.